Let me know when you're ready. The masses. All right. Injury report. Again, out, same as we have been with Will Benton being out for the season. And then questionable, Andre Fuller and Dean Patterson, both questionable going into the game. And then that's it. Again, in a really good place right now. We'll see how those two guys progress, and hopefully they progress in a good direction and be ready to go. So in a good place there. I do want to take some time and talk about the seniors. Mention those guys who are playing their last game in Bobby Dodd on Saturday night, and how much they mean to the program, mean to me personally, mean to the team and the teammates. Talking about this class, it's 14 of the 26 of them, right, have been with me the entire time I've been the head coach, right, and over these 3 years, and then that's something that's, some of these is just remarkable, really, for this day and age. But in those guys, they're such a huge reason, why we've been able to have the success we've had. These guys chose to trust into a vision and trust into a plan when there was really no proof of it. So, those guys have been outstanding. 10 of the freshmen have been at Georgia Tech since their freshman year, came here right out of high school. And with those of those seniors, D-line Matt Alexander, tight end Josh Beetham, long snapper Will Benton, tight end J.T. Byrne, DB Omar Daniels, O-line Joe Fusel, DB Jai Gilmore, running back Dalen Gordon, linebacker Jackson Hamilton, corner Ahmari Harvey, running back Jamal Haynes, DB Ben Hollerback, quarterback Haynes King, defensive line Jason Moore, punter Marshall Nichols, wide receiver Dean Patterson, safety Clayton Powell-Lee, offensive lineman Ryan Purves, wide receiver Eric Rivers, wide receiver Malik Rutherford, offensive lineman Keelan Rutledge, tight end Brett Seither, corner Rodney Shelley, defensive tackle Akilo Stone, defensive line Ronald Triplett, and defensive tackle J.J. Vandenberg. So, those guys obviously mean a lot to the program, a lot to me, and I think that's what's great about the way football is. Everybody, talks the negative about college football these days, and I think it's the exact opposite of it. I think it gives you a chance to really affect a lot of different types of players. But to see those guys where, half of them have been here, half of them, have come over the last 2 years or 1 year, and all be able to mold together into one collective team and mold into the culture of what the locker room is. It's pretty outstanding. So, it's part of what's really, really good about college football. Senior class, first senior class to go to 3 straight bowl games since 2014. 13-3 at home over the last 3 years, with 10-0 over the last 2 years, and has an opportunity to become the first group to go undefeated at home for 2 straight years since 1952, 1953. There's a lot that these guys have to play for. There's a lot that the team has to play for the seniors for. Right? And I expect the entire team to rally around these guys, to lift them up, right? and have our absolute best game come Saturday night. So I wanted to make sure I talked about the seniors, gave them the recognition that they all deserve, and I wanted to know how much they all mean, and there should be some emotional times on Saturday night when these guys are out there for their last time. So we need to take that emotion and turn it into energy and make the most of this opportunity.
I think it says a lot. You have, Joe Fusel and Jason Moore and Dalen, guys that came here as walk-ons that earned it the hard way on the scholarship. Can you talk a little bit about just seeing those guys and like that process of earning a position on the team like that and from that walk-on pathway?
Yeah, I've talked a lot before about how important the walk-ons are to me here, and how that's something that I always want to have here at Georgia Tech is the walk-on. And they're such the heart and soul of the team, of what they do, how they go about their business, and they came here to do it for free, especially in a day and age when everyone talks about the money and the dollar. All right, these guys came here because they wanted, they wanted the value of the education and to still continue to play football. And all three are hugely impactful. And it's kind of ironic that one's offense, one's defense, and one is Dalen's offense, but he's also he's the core captain of our special teams. So how they affect all three different ways. They all have different journeys or different stories on their journey. J-Mo had to leave for a minute, and same with Akilo, leaving, coming back, and I think that's just even more so a credit to the culture that these kids have established in the locker room.
One of those guys, Amari, you've always talked about how far Amari has come. Can you speak to that a little bit, just his evolution as a person and a player?
I love Amari as a player, but I could really care less about him as a player. All right. Amari as a human, Amari as a young man, the development that he's had, the maturity that he's come across, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, all for him to become this version of himself. To have a nasty injury, I think it was 5 weeks ago now, and come back and be cleared to play last week. But just because you're cleared doesn't mean you're going to play. For him to go out there and he walked up to me at halftime when we came back on the field and said, "Coach, put me in the game. I want to help change the game." All right, that just it's a credit to who he is, how he's matured. Amari's got a great future ahead of him. He really does. He's special to this football team. He's special to his position and his side of the ball, but he's special to me. All these guys have been here from the start and seen the ups and downs. I read his little thing he put out on social media yesterday, and just reading those is pretty cool to see the response these guys have.
When you look at the defense and the struggle in the last two games, has it been scheme, personnel, calls? Like, is there any common factor? It's
me. It's all me. Take it and eat it, right? It's a combination of everything. There's a lot of things that we didn't do right. And the good thing about that, Kelly, is that we've shown in the season to do things the right way. All right, and we've shown we were making progress in a lot of areas, especially situationally throughout the year, and we had a tough time of things. I mean, we did not play good defense the last 2 weeks. That's pretty evident, and we've worked extremely hard. Continue this week to work, and we've given them the tools, and I expect them to play highly confident and highly. They know this is a time for them to truly go out and play the way that we've built this program: the toughness, the discipline, the commitment, the execution. And they got to believe in themselves and believe in all that, because I believe in them. I believe in the defense. I believe in the guys that are playing on defense, and they need to go out and do the same thing on Saturday night.
Makes Pitt's rush defense so good? I imagine that's going to be a battle of wills on Saturday. Your rush offense and their rush defense.
Yeah, they've got good players, and they've run the same scheme forever. There's little tweaks in it that Pat has put in there each year, but every year they're going to have guys. Obviously not Aaron Donald, but when you look at that type of player. They're the 6'1", 6'2", extremely twitchy, extremely fast, explosive. They have long arms. They can get off blocks, and they run to the football. They run to the football. All eyes, 11 eyes on the ball, 9 eyes on the ball, minus 2 corners. But they're going to put themselves in position, and they're going to load up to stop the run. And they're playing short to deep. They're playing to stop the run and then react to the pass. So at the end of the day, you get in championship football, and this time of year, you got to be able to establish the line of scrimmage.
The game was announced as a sellout. Just how does that make you feel to see the fans starting to embrace what you guys are doing like that and coming out in droves for your last home game? Yeah, well,
it means a lot. It means a lot to the players. Therefore, it means a lot to me. Personally, yeah, it's great to see the place full again. Right, it's been the culmination of a lot of hard work by these players. to put themselves in a position to have the success, to have the fans come and watch and see. The next step now is, have this be a continuous thing, right? A continuous thing, and the expectation be every week the stadium's filled. And can't thank the fans enough for coming out and supporting these guys who work their tails off and go to class and do all the right things that they're supposed to be doing there. And the students are what have been the real game changer. The game changer has been these kids on campus that are just involved in the game, and they are the 12th man on the field. There's not just juice to come and play at home and excitement, but I think we got word on the way back from the last game that it was going to be a night game, and I think you kind of hear a collective yes. Right when it was announced, everybody was excited. They're fired up to be able to play under the lights here at Bobby Dodd.
Okay. Did you give any more of your time or attention to defense than you have in the past this week?
I give my attention to everything. I give my attention to everything. So. Whoa. Yeah, we got more. Yeah. We got more. Come here, man. I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you. Proud of you, man.
Appreciate it.
Proud of you. All right, you ain't got to talk. So. All right. See you, Amari.
Bye, Mark. Appreciate you stopping by.
He's so excited just to be Amari. He timed that up right.
You got another guest coming in.
Whoa. Go ahead and ask. Can you come up here and answer it for me?
Well,
What's up, man?
What's up?
How are you?
Great.
Come on in. Let's hang out. Let's answer this one together.
I don't know if Zeke will have anything to say about this. I was going to ask about Bailey Stockton, just how he's doing, and he's kind of been.
No, he's cleared again. Obviously, it's like I said a second ago with Amari. Just because the guy's cleared, doesn't mean they're totally in that space to go. He's had a good week of practice, continue to work himself back in. And look, that's one of those things where just because they're cleared medically, I'm not going to put a guy in a position to still be any harm to themselves, whether if they're not in the mental space to play, whether they're physically not feeling it. We're not going to press a guy if they're not feeling it to go back in. We're going to push them to get ready to play, right? Then we've got to take everything into account with that. So.
Okay.
No, Zeke's getting
You
one.
want to talk, Zeke?
What's up?
What's it like seeing how the team's doing now, and you were here for the build up to this moment?
Just say I'm a little jealous, but it's great seeing the team perform like they're doing. That's why I'm coming back this week, expecting to get that dub. So definitely great seeing all the younger players stepping up, growing up, and going out there and playing, put good ball on tape.
How are you doing, Zeke?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
How's that next level?
It's good. I'm adjusting very well.
What happens if you ever end up on the ground? You don't.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't. Exactly, right?
Yeah,
Move your feet. All that stuff I always yell at you all about. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Touch the quarterback, you're gone. All that.
that's another one, man. It's just like kind of crazy. I'm just talking about the seniors in here, and he walks in, and just another product of just that you're so proud when you see those guys come back. And that's what makes it all worth it. It really is. Anything else?
Anything else?
Ken.
Okay.
I feel like I have to.
You have to, Ken. I'm waiting.
So given I'm sure you don't give any thought to this, but coin toss Saturday night, if you guys lose, is part of you going to be like kind of relieved?
I'll be excited. No. Next year, though, we're going to decide what we're going to call at the beginning of the season, and we're going to call it the whole time. Was it 9 out of 10 right now that we've lost?
Yeah, 10 out of 11 if you count overtime.
Oh, thanks. Trying to be half full here now, guys. Never seen anything like it. It's crazy. But, I mean, it's not 50-50 when you're picking it before and who decides. But 9 out of 10. What, 10 out of 11? No, I'm going to guess the third one. Good? All right. Appreciate y'all. Go Jackets.